Yesterday was Veterans Day, so I decided to make a quick video talking about some of the benefits that cannabis can have on post-traumatic stress disorder. Somewhere between 10 and 20% of veterans coming home from overseas and deployment, they are coming home with symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. This can include night terrors, insomnia, extreme paranoia, just general overall anxiety, and there's a lot of anecdotal evidence out there that cannabis and THC and CBD and all the other cannabinoids within the plant itself have a really profound effect on post-traumatic stress disorder and some of the symptoms that a lot of these veterans encounter when they come home. And for a lot of these guys, it's the difference between alcoholism or opioid addiction and being able to live a regular life. Now, cannabis does this by acting on a part of the brain called the amygdala, which is a part of the brain responsible for emotional reactions and memory. And so those things are definitely involved when it comes to a lot of those traumatic flashbacks and memories that a lot of these guys experience on a regular basis. The THC can actually help those receptors slow down and eventually kind of help purge those memories from that person's brain and kind of cleanse their brain a little bit. I'm not going to say that it can completely erase the memory. It certainly can't do that, but it's definitely going to make it a lot easier for that person to kind of let go and kind of be able to not dwell on those things every single day of their life and not feel like they're going to have flashbacks on a regular basis. I mean, I can't speak of this personally, but that's what a lot of the reports are and a lot of the evidence shows. There's a lot of evidence that shows that the guys who have tried THC or marijuana who live in medical states, they're able to function much better. They sleep a lot better. They're able to help other veterans. They're able to do something that's very productive and helpful for society rather than be dependent on drugs and dependent on other people to help get through the day. And yeah, there are definitely people that are able to get past it without it, but if this is something that's going to make it a lot easier, if this is something that's going to help guys stay away from alcohol and opioids, and if this is something that's going to prevent suicides, then this is definitely something that we need to do more research into and look much deeper into as a society and as a country. And if you ask me, if you're somebody who's willing to go out there and put your life on the line to fight for this country and go out there and lose friends, have friends die in front of you, and come back here and have your ability to function in society diminished, and then go and find a plant, a flower that can help you with that, that's got to be an amazing feeling. But then to find out that that plant is illegal, and that if you use it to treat that, and if you use it to function in society, that you're liable to get locked in a cage, that you might end up serving jail time. Now, I understand in a lot of places it's just a fine now. I understand that in a lot of these cases it's overlooked. And I realize that there's a lot of places where it's legal now. But it's not everywhere. And we don't have it where it needs to be. And if you really think that someone in that situation should have to suffer or risk being put in a cage rather than have the freedom to treat the illness and the symptoms that they got fighting for you, fighting for this country, fighting for me, fighting for all of us, if you ask me, that's downright evil. Now, I didn't want to drag this video out too long. You can't really take a lot of this stuff from me. I never served in the military. I'm not a veteran. But I did want to put some links to some videos below of some guys who are veterans, who did serve this country, and who currently have post-traumatic stress disorder and currently use cannabis as a means to cope with that. They're really powerful videos, if you're unsure about the legalization movement, or if you're interested in helping people with post-traumatic stress disorder, I really urge you to check out these videos. They have a lot of emotional appeal to them, especially the one with the man in Kentucky in the courtroom. It really makes you realize what we're doing to these guys by making it illegal for them to medicate themselves. And honestly, they deserve that freedom if they're going to fight for ours.